All right, everyone. Mike here. This is one of those times when I don't look as dumb for being a day trader who just makes my money between the bells and doesn't hold overnight. Right? It's one of those rare times where I don't look so dumb because when the market is doing this, just climbing, 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 people say, "Why don't you just buy and hold?" Well, today, while everyone was talking about the end of the world, we were just in chat. Focusing on the in-play stocks and sharing good intraday setups and making money. So like there was a big calamity out there. Apparently I had a really nice day. And by the way, didn't short one stock. I only long setup. So the teamwork was fantastic. I got to give Bobby Q a shout out. He had the call of the day with ICCT. Bring that one up. It's also on watch for tomorrow. There's today's daily candle, but he called this at 294, which is pretty close to a few minutes after the open. You can see where my cursor is. Called it a 294 without ever stopping out. You can see what it did. It went to 627. He, being a gracious man, said, well, he said, well, actually, my wife gave me the idea. So he credited his wife. What a good man, because even if my wife did give me the idea, I would have never admitted it, right? It would have been my call. So whatever. But hat tip to Bobby's wife. Call of the day. So anyway, this one goes on watch for tomorrow. CGTL, let's go into all of them. Pretty nice breakout there, right? Especially in a weak tape. So we want to watch that one. I would say the same thing for First Solar, FSLR. Really nice support forming here, and then a nice pop today. Again, on a really weak day. Intel had a nice headline with, I think, Taiwan Semiconductor, some kind of merger or a new business that they're merging together. Anyway, got a really nice pop today. It definitely goes on. It gave a lot of it back, but it definitely goes on watch for tomorrow. One of the stronger stocks out there. MLGO, let me zoom in a little bit, had this crazy move back here, and then today gapped down and actually was really strong in a weak tape. So we got to put that one on watch. NMAX, man, this thing's crazy. It can run $4, $5, $6, $7 before you can blink, but it did have a nice green day today. Be careful if you trade it. Watch your position size for sure and the spreads. I did make some decent money in it today, but man, if it hadn't come down to my break-even stop after I scaled out some, I think it ran $25 after that without me. And I did take another pullback play after that too and made some money. So I made two nice trades in it, but man, I left a lot of money on the table. OSRH, nice relative strength and big volume today. Closing way off its highs though. AREB, let me zoom in a little bit. So I think there's like 90-something thousand in the float. Had this big pop yesterday on massive volume. Today, you could argue held up better than the overall market. Maybe, I don't know if you could argue that or not. But today, I look at that as a quiet inside day. A possible third day play setup. We'll see if it gives us one. CRWV has only been trading for 5 days, but also held up pretty well in a weak tape. So I want to watch that one. And then the next two, Apple and NVIDIA. I don't look at these charts and say, hey, it's ready to buy them tomorrow, right? But if the market does get some footing, something like an Apple or NVIDIA could give an intraday bounce, right? So, but you can kind of picture a little head and shoulders here, and it's breaking down. So it's not a pretty chart. But I looked at the names, the former Wall Street darlings, if you will, like an Apple, and let's go to NVIDIA. Also looks like it's, some giant head and shoulders if you blur your vision, starting to break down. So I'm not long biased on either one of these, but again, if the market catches a bid, and we might get some intraday shape below the whole number 100, so you could get a turn under 100 back up, and I'll go back to Apple, could get a turn under 200, right? A lot of times these whole numbers divisible by 100, you get a flush below them and a snapback bounce. So as a day trader, I'm watching both of those, but I am not unaware of the ugliness of the charts, all right? I'm looking for possible trade setups. And then lastly, I threw CXAI on watch, which there's no chart setup here, but in after hours, they had a nice headline. And as I'm talking to you, it's trading at $1.29. So that's all the way up here. So we do want to watch that one tomorrow if it's still gapping. And I'll see you guys in the pre-market. We'll add some other gappers to this list and hopefully catch some nice trades again tomorrow. Have a good night.